filling this out? No, it just started. Oops. Okay. Let me expand the page. Oh, that wasn't expanded.
Oh, I hate it on YouTube. Looks ugly.
There's nothing ugly, man.
The lighting.
Bring it down.
I know, I can't. I can't click.
This,
Come on, you might have to really scoot on me in.
Did I hit it?
I will get. Can I get it real
did
quick?
you hit it? No. Hell no, you ain't hit it. Hell no.
We live, baby.
I'm gonna do that.
What
Oh yeah.
Oh, you read my mind.
You doing it?
Yes.
Yes.
Talks with Wine is not live on Instagram. Let me check their YouTube.
I don't want to be a jerk, but I was asked to download something.
Download what?
Oh, Stephanie on HBO.
We are live on YouTube.
That's okay. Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Listen, this is us. This is who baby. It was my quote. Y'all know what my quote was.
Oh gosh.
Baby, I am who I am.
I'm gonna be who I be.
So, what is that? Like we in school? Oh no, not there because they get.
But is Facebook good? We good on the Facebook.
On the book of face. Yeah, but on the middle, you can't see Kamaya.
We can't see Kamaya over there neither.
Okay.
I told you
So
to get
wait.
close.
Well, can you turn your phone the long way? Does that matter?
No, what we're going to do.
What's that?
What's that?
We're paste in the bottle.
Ooh, no.
Let the church say
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate.
Now scoot this up over 2 seconds.
That's a lot in the camera. You want to see all of that?
Is that better?
That's not what we had the issue with. We had the issue with
With
that.
me, yes, but I'm trying to figure out how I could scoot over and then.
You fine here. You real
Fine.
fine.
This can't come closer.
You gotta do that.
No, I was asking because
She just gonna sit on my seat.
And then maybe tilt the phone.
no, I'm trying to figure out why can't we do this?
Because I don't know how it looks. So.
Y'all,
I'm supposed to read the comments.
who fault is that?
I can't read anyway.
Exactly.
I can't read it anyway.
Exactly. Who
No,
fault?
man.
Now, who fault is that? No, I look like y'all smell. Yeah.
You still not on the live on Instagram. One of us just gonna have to get cut out. We're just gonna get close. I put deodorant on today.
I did not. I smell good, don't I? I surprised the hell out of you, didn't I? That's
Yeah.
right. Take a. I showered though.
Good for you.
I showered though.
I don't know why y'all give me the phone like I know what I'm doing.
Cool.
All right.
Well, we're here.
We're here.
Hey.
Alright.
I gotta say, it's really hard focusing on 3.
So you focus on the people.
Right, you
who's here
focus-
with you.
You literally just focus on one. Like you're not supposed to
I'm gonna
focus.
look at y'all on YouTube. This one's for you, and you.
You're my number one.
Hey, we're gonna do it. Did you know that his album was released on vinyl today?
I want that. 'Cause
I
my
want
birthday.
it.
So that was gone.
Well,
I just wanted to share that with
you
y'all.
guys know what I want
Yo,
for
why
Christmas,
she?
You know what
That
I
was so mean.
You know what I want for Christmas,
Somebody
right?
got it.
You know what I
Oh,
want for
vinyl.
Christmas, right? You know what I want for Christmas, right?
Celine Dion.
Some jewelry.
I want the Adele on vinyl and the Usher that you bought on vinyl.
I just want some.
Do you see my face? My face immediately when she asked for what she asked for on vinyl. My face immediately.
Nope.
Adelian. You want Delian on vinyl?
November 19th.
Delian. Well, hey y'all, ma'am. We're on live.
Let us know what's going on.
Viewers, good evening, hello, and good night.
Welcome you. Welcome me. Welcome all. Welcome we.
Yes.
Hello. We are Talks with Wine.
It's the show. We are Talks with Wine.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
are.
All right. What was that? We are.
Oh, that's the new intro.
We are back to you with another episode.
Okay. Well, no,
Come
we're
on,
back.
With some new hair.
We are back.
Always with new hair. Can't keep up.
Forever.
Just comments for me.
Hey.
Look, Chanel's on over here. Hi,
Oh,
Shay.
hey.
Hi, Nelly.
So you know we're live right now.
My sister joined, but I know she don't.
We're on Facebook,
Sissy, if you just press the button.
Instagram.
Facebook here. Instagram
She
here.
know how to
YouTube
comment.
here.
No, we're here.
Everyone on the interwebs, we are here.
We are here.
Oh, there she go. Hey.
Hey, thank you guys for joining us on
Right.
Algore's Internet.
Thank you.
No,
Algore's Internet.
I'm gonna ask the ignorant question. Is I tend to kill people off. Is Algore dead?
Algore is not dead.
All right.
Why?
Back to you, America.
Why you just kill that man?
I haven't. She told me to hush my lips because I know she. Never mind.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
done.
you very much.
All right.
Keep her in check.
So guys, if you are just joining us, we're gonna wait just a little bit. Let some people come into the room or whatever.
Come on in.
And our discussion tonight is a seat at the table.
This black
Okay.
ass table right here.
They can't even see the table.
They can see the table here.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
black
you can
ass table.
You can
It's
see
not.
parts of the table.
It's not black.
If you are on our Instagram.
It's espresso.
Dark hazelnut.
It's espresso.
I didn't miss this at all.
Oh, yes, you
I
did.
did.
Yes, you did.
I did.
She was cussing for she even got here. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Please.
Why was I
Carisha,
cussing?
please.
Carisha, please.
Why was I cussing?
We're not gonna get to that part yet.
If
Because you just want to cuss. You just want to cuss.
if you don't come be with me right now, I'm gonna blow.
blow my house up.
I'm gonna blow your mama house.
I'm gonna blow your mama house up.
Word
and
to
I'm gonna tell her I did it.
Word to Carisha.
I'm gonna tell her I did it because she brought you in this world.
She shouldn't have brought you in this world.
And I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
take
take
you
it
out.
back. I love me some Carisha.
I do love Carisha. One of the famous words.
Okay.
Well,
I think it's
in the
Santana that
meantime-
makes it.
in the meantime, it is.
It is Santana.
I
'cause
asked somebody.
we wouldn't know Carisha.
I asked
Santana.
someone if they wanted to be Carisha and Santana for Halloween.
And what did I say?
But they didn't want to put the pillow pads on.
What
so they
who'd
can
you
have.
ask?
Well, I'm cute in the
Who'd
face,
you ask?
thick in the waist.
Who'd you ask?
That thing is stiff. You ever seen
Who'd
Santana
you ask?
turn
Wait,
to the side? I'm like a pterodactyl.
Wait,
You
why
already
should I ask it?
I asked you.
And I said I would do it. You said, but I ain't going nowhere. And I said, bye.
And I said, Carisha, please.
You want me to
Santana,
dress
please.
up and be a fool in the house? I can't even
No.
go
What
out.
are we doing right now?
We're not being fools. We're just dressed up.
Someone's gonna have to see me as Santana. I would have had the nails on. I would have put the beard on. I would have had
All right,
this-
so that's why we didn't do it. Wait, can y'all even see me? Y'all see me?
Yes, they can see you. I can see you.
No,
Do
'cause
you
they
see me?
They couldn't see me. They could see
Yeah,
the glass.
We look like two big Barneys.
You see me?
I see you.
Yes, I see you. Do you see me?
I see us. We sitting here looking like two big. Let me stop. I'm gonna quote. Let me listen.
All right.
come on.
So I wanted to do a live, guys, because I had announcements that I really, really wanted to make. But we're not gonna do that yet.
My drink back here.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're drinking my way.
Make the announcements. Be cute. Keep it cute.
All right,
Cute
guys.
and classy. Go ahead.
So I have a couple of announcements. I don't want to say we because then they're gonna be like, no.
Ain't no way.
So I have
Yes,
a couple
French.
of announcements, and
Yeah.
I'm Haitian. So first and foremost, season 3 is going to be very exciting because we are making some changes, right? Lots of changes about to happen. First and foremost, Miss Kamaya here has gotten a promotion.
Her promotion.
Can we got
She just want to give me titles.
the
that she-
title sound better?
The title sound better, but that means she can also text me at all hours of the night, like, "Hey, did you do this?"
I would do that anyway.
I was about to say, let's direct the show.
Like, I would
A
do that
promotion,
anyway. Promotion or
title
not.
change, none of that. No,
Whether you work
not a
with me or
nail,
not.
Not a nail.
Nah,
I'll be
man.
like, Kamaya, what you doing? Living my life. Okay, so let me tell you.
I'm gonna pull Kamaya. Quiet as his cat. It don't matter because Kamaya will sex you whatever hour she please. She see fit any damn ways.
Okay, so I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. So she got a promotion. And she is,
You should just go.
she is now our director.
AKA, she gets to tell us the bullshit that she's been trying to tell us, but now it holds weight.
Yeah, now we
Because now
actually
we have
really
to
gotta
listen.
listen to her.
Cheers to me, bitch.
You know, so Kamaya is going to be our new director. We have a new co-host, a new body.
Yes, baby.
Oh, a new body.
We see you, boo.
Mhm. All right. So, well, she actually excused for the night.
I mean, she excused.
She's excused for the night, but y'all won't meet her for a little. Oh, she got some exciting news, and she gets to be on Talks with Toy with us.
She just getting
Oh,
a tan.
wow.
Forget all of that. She gets some tan. She gets some sunlight.
She's actually in Chicago, so no, she's not.
I thought it was California.
Did she get back?
She
So
told me
she was
California.
going to California.
No, she
Oh.
told me
Don't be putting out her business.
Because if we listen when people talk, she's making 2 stops on this trip.
Kamaya just called us out and said, "Y'all hoes don't listen."
That's why.
I just don't be in people's business.
Right? Like,
Well, she
first
gave
of all,
it to us. All right, what's the next on the agenda? Because
anyway, so we have a new co-host. Just because I wasn't listening, she's not here. That's all that
I
matters.
don't be in people's business.
She
I don't
ain't
like
here.
that. You know business. I don't like that.
You know my business.
And I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You guys will get to meet her. I'm not quite sure how we're gonna introduce her yet.
she's just going to pop up on your screen.
We're gonna
You ready?
wait. This our new friend.
All right, and y'all just gonna have to get used to it.
You know I have never.
Just like how you love us, you will love her.
Exactly. So that is soon to come. And the other news, they done already cussed me out. They ready to let y'all know what's on their mind, guys. Oh my gosh.
I ain't got nothing to say.
All right, so this is our last season as a talk show.
Oh, you wanted to edit that now.
So what did you say?
What was it? What was that?
Originally, I told these hoes this was my last year
I
in
don't know what
Boston.
whole she talking about.
This
But
is my last official year in Boston. They will be celebrating my 30th birthday with me, but I won't be living here. So
And we said, okay.
they said okay. They was okay with that part.
and
It's
then
like,
she
oh,
said,
And then I said, it might be our last season with Talks with Mine.
and we
And
told
we
her,
proceeded to shake the
"Bitch,
table. Because let me tell you something.
What you're not going to do is have me here, blood, sweat, and fucking titty tears to just be done with it. No.
I have gotten out of my system when I
And I don't have it anymore in me. So
I addressed it well and proper, but just know that a conversation was had about what time was it? A conversation was had
20 minutes ago.
approximately 27 minutes ago.
They
and she-
cussed me out.
and she
Listen,
was-
I came over.
She was clarified. Things were clarified. And we will be back on audio and podcast for our season 4.
Yes,
This
and
is
beyond. Because apparently
And
I can't
beyond.
even stop at season 4. They let me go.
Because
No, if y'all see the contracts, this bird really be printing out, sliding across the table, talking about I need you to be here, here, and here on Thursday at 3 p.m., on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Hold on, bitch. I'm a mother. No drama. You can't just, I'm not Houdini. I can just pop up at these locations like you want me to. Bitch, I'm a mother.
She'll be on your back.
all in all, we like to wish you well wishes on your endeavors.
I can't let y'all just yet where I'm heading.
Don't nobody need to know that bet you and God.
True. But it's just gonna be room for more opportunities to expand. To expand not just my brand, not just myself, but to get out a little
treachery,
bit.
That's why.
It really is. I've had
That's the heart of the matter.
I've been here. When did I come back here? I came back in 2010. Okay, and it's been it's been horrible.
It doesn't matter. You
Right.
spent a decade here, and it's time. Spread your wings.
Right, so I'm gonna take my little behind on out.
Cheers to new
Yes.
beginnings. Cheers. It's 11. It's 11:11. You guys.
Yes, guys.
It's good portals. It's good portals. Fun.
So that is our beginner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't take my little sippy sip.
Bad luck. Look at you.
So
Wait, what?
When you cheers, you're welcome.
It's bad luck not to take it.
Yeah.
I've been causing hell all over the place.
Yeah, you probably have been.
it's been you.
That's why your edges are strong.
My edges are strong because I oil my scalp. All
You're
right.
collecting everyone else's cheers.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You sound so New York. That's correct. You got Tim's in your bag.
You know I keep my fresh with Tim's.
You got Tim's?
First place we landed when we came to the U.S. was New York. So yeah, I got a little New York in me.
So we're gonna move
I don't know
on to
where
the next
she
one.
going.
The next
I'm the only one who's
got-
leaving.
You know how Timberlands used to come with a little keychain? Marley got
Yeah, straight off the box.
Marley got a Timberland keychain.
Straight off the box. I would wear it just like that. Give me my fresh wheat Timbs. I do not care.
Ooh,
The hood rat in me just lives.
All right, so hood rat. What's the next?
for me?
What's the next one?
The butters. Ooh. But yes, okay. So I got that out my system. So this season is going to be a lot of grown-up conversations. It's gonna be a lot, and I can't even say like grown-up conversations because they're all grown-up conversations. But we are going to be doing a little bit
I'm
more.
tired of adulting. Why do you always want to talk about adult stuff?
Marley want to make you sit down and think.
I don't
All
want
the
to.
time.
I'm signing
If you cry a little tear, that's okay.
All right.
Not y'all, because y'all hoes be acting like y'all don't cry. Whatever.
I did enough. I did enough between today and yesterday, and that's enough. Now,
Wait, one last before we forget. Before we forget. Bye. That is November 11. 11/11.
11/11 has launched.
11/11 has launched.
11/11 is She Laugh.
Skincare products, okay? Natural products. Bring your ass back.
Come on,
All right. So if you haven't seen
I'm
the
back.
post, 1111skin.com.
That's ELVN skin SKIN.com. Okay.
Beep it. Show the people. Show the people.
Wow.
They can't see it, but show 'em.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
So we are doing a lot of celebrating tonight.
Get into it, people.
Get into it. Tap in with the team.
You see, I'm a 9-to-5, honey. And these your entrepreneur babies.
But we got things coming up.
You a what?
You a what?
I'm a 9-to-5, honey.
And then on the side, when she clock out at 5:01,
I just like
right before Aria tells her what to do.
You probably got coworkers, so I ain't gonna say what you be doing on the 9 to 5. Kamaya is a 9 in between 5. And if you've been to her facilities, then you know what that in between 5 could entail.
I'm
Could
a
be
9 to 5.
singles, Could be a sewing. Could be a crochet. Could be a buzz cut. Could be a color job. Could be your child's head. Could be a child and a mother's head.
She does it all. She be acting like
But
she don't
that's
do other things.
9 to 5.
I'm a Jamaican, so
She's not Jamaican.
you can't tell them hair color.
A true, no, I was just about to highlight that. Like the Jamaican and you just scream. No. Your hair said. I'm surprised a little thing that come up with a Jamaican
No,
national anthem.
So
Somewhere.
No,
anyway,
When winter time comes.
yeah,
What's the
we're
next one?
celebrating.
No.
Kamaya will make her announcements because apparently she don't want to make announcements.
It's just
tonight.
volunteer work.
Okay.
It's amazing volunteer work. It's
Right.
back to the
It's
community
still
coming up.
it's still
It's the same way.
something.
You lucky you ain't get the Instagram set up because I'll do you like you did me. Hey y'all. Pretend you can see it.
Where's
you
her
see it?
phone?
And what's
You see it?
that video?
You
What's
see
the
it?
woman in the courtroom?
Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson. Next year I'm gonna be Miss Jackson for Halloween,
Oh,
y'all.
God.
All right, Mom. What's the next?
Anyways.
Where we at now?
So the discussion for tonight is a seat at the table. Like we said, we are some entrepreneurial women.
Entrepreneurs.
We can
Entrepreneurs.
So, we are literally in a time where everyone is trying to figure out how to make more money, right? Like no one wants to just work a job. After 2020, we see what that looked like, right?
Not everybody.
Not everybody. I've been essential since this shit started, but
I've been essential since 9/14/89, but that's neither here nor there.
I've been an essential worker, I guess. I've been essentially
I knew what
employed.
you meant. I knew exactly.
She
what
want to
you
be
meant.
all.
I've been employed since 9/14/89.
So,
Just drop
I was
it,
designated
drop it.
meat taker router.
anyways, so we've come to
Convert.
realize like that one stream of income does nothing because the moment your job shut down, the moment
The moment your city end up on the most expensive list to live,
top 3,
top five.
fuck the other 2,
Like
top 3, we are top freaking 3.
The
And y'all see
moment-
why I'm leaving?
the moment.
I can't no more.
The moments. But okay, so now
So now what's next?
that
So
we've witnessed firsthand what it looked like.
it looks crazy because the moment that you have no source of income is when everybody
Or
starts.
one source of income.
No, once you lose that one source of income, because so many people lost their jobs in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Like we saw how everything started to shut down, how it affected everyone, the kids, the parents, not y'all, but parents had to like homeschool their kids.
What do you mean? It
I was
affected
about to
me
say,
too.
Yes, but y'all kids aren't like the kids who gotta be on Zoom and stuff to do.
But so this is the thing, and not to cut you off.
homeschooling is homeschooling.
Homeschooling is
Sure, it is.
homeschooling, but you gotta try to be a mother of toddlers while also being logged on working.
I
Because your
understand that.
toddlers ain't got no teacher directing them on Zoom.
I know.
You directing them.
I know, but like the thing is, if it was a toddler and we weren't in a pandemic, if your child is not in daycare, your child would be at home. No,
No.
where are
Oh.
y'all sending y'all kids?
Daycare.
If y'all child is not in
Ain't no
daycare,
option.
Pre daycare. Like
Pre-daycare.
what's it called?
Nannies. At home facilities.
No, not the nannies.
the
no.
ones who are not as
Early
privileged,
learning.
Early learning.
you know,
Early
get
childhood
out of here.
development.
Can keep their kids with them at home while they're doing, because it's not that.
I mean,
A lot of places-
regardless, no need to divvy it up. It was
It was hard for everybody.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
it was adjusting.
So
Because
that
I think what we failed to realize with everything happened, with everything shutting down, right? There are those mothers who relied on childcare and school to get basic necessities done. And I mean, I say mothers, parents, grandparents, fathers, mothers, aunts, uncles, whoever it was, you relied on childcare. whether it be daycare, school, after school, before school, the neighbor down the street, you relied on that to get things done.
Not the one with the dog, right?
I mean, no, we don't.
It was weird. And I seen him trying to steal my.
And your child come back smelling like dog. But anyhow,
What dog?
when everything
Anyways.
when everything got shot down, what can you really do? Because listen,
Nothing. But
Be
even
glad.
in the midst of that, right, we had a lot of people come out on top. And that's lit.
Sure
like,
did.
that is lit. A lot of people took the time to work on their craft, to create, new sources of income. I mean, some of us.
And so
some of us worked.
some of us.
And I think
some of us summered.
some of us got PPE loans.
Some of us got votes.
next round. Next
Yeah.
round. Telling you, I can't miss it.
Oh
Y'all
man.
better call me.
No.
So what does this next one
No.
say?
It don't say nothing yet. Until y'all call me about that PPP load, okay? Anyways, so watching people create new revenues, like
New streams.
new streams. It's been,
Honestly, revamping old streams, tapping into. Honestly, I think we also got to see people's side hustles become their main hustle, and we got to see them evolve into that state where they were like, "Yo, listen, I can't rely on just the one source of income." People.
Can I
think
tell you
people got
what?
to monopolize
Right.
a lot of their talents, a lot of their skill set.
Mhm.
I think also we got to sit down and reflect
And think.
on the state of how 9 to 5 or where certain employers or certain people where they viewed us
Mhm.
and how we viewed ourselves and how we viewed ourselves working there.
that robotic system. Like that. Make sure you commute to work and get there at this time and clock in and you leave at this time.
Mhm.
Like that automated world. Slow down fast.
Slow.
That shit slow down, okay?
No,
No, because we still had people who weren't really essential that were still being forced to work.
yeah, no lie.
So it's just like we saw a lot in that moment, in that year, where it's like, oh, y'all been playing in our face. Okay, all right. And we saw, I think the conversation became, what the hell do we do now, right? A lot of people got bored. And not to say, a lot of things happened. Like, 2020 was crazy. Like, that was mentally, physically, emotionally, like just a stressful time. And for everybody. But the people who did come up with something or come out of the mud, with some form of art, because I like to see that. Some form of art. A lot of people was like, should you be doing that?
But why shouldn't you be doing that?
Yeah, I should.
So
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say,
hit me with it.
Kevin Hart.
What about Kevin Hart?
So
So
stand up in his living room and cop the vids. Oh,
not just that, but Kevin Hart also
and he got caught.
He got caught before that. Thank you.
also started his
big
own
man?
show. What?
Oh.
Where have I? What?
No,
I don't know nothing about that.
Nothing.
Kevin Hart started, his own show. I feel like he kind of took the idea from me, but okay.
Oh.
So yeah, he got a show, Wine Centerpiece, talking about serious things. Cool, Kevin.
Oh, you talking about
Kevin?
with Don Cheadle? He said, "Damn."
I saw that episode. I was just like,
He's talking about damn.
okay.
Honestly, the show should be called Damn. Because that's all I never watched it.
I watched the show, and it's a good show. Taraji has a show.
But you know what I also want us to remember? I wouldn't focus on big celebrities and stuff like that because we don't
But that's
know
the
how,
focus.
What I mean
Because
is,
when we talk about having a seat at the table, we're not really attacking each other. We know everyone's trying to do something. Like if you look online, everyone's literally trying to do something.
right.
But the issue was Why are these big time celebrities stepping into podcasting, stepping into different streams of income when they're already rich?
Well,
that was the main thing for a lot of people.
That's true. And I'm going to play devil's advocate because that's just what I do. But we don't know when those deals works. Because remember, Kevin Hart had his Out Loud production company. And he had a podcast before he started that
that's
show.
True. But what I'm saying is using that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the issue that a lot of people have is that
why not sit back and let someone else collect these dollars?
No, we look at everything as taking from us, right? Where if a big time celebrity does a talk show that's smaller, because Jada Pinkett had her Red Table Talk before all of that, right? Before Taraji, before Kevin, before these stars started doing it, big time. We're all on the same creative wavelength. I don't care what anybody says. Ideas are literally bounced around from
they are
everybody. Everyone has the same access to the same
the sticky board that just you throw the ball and which one sticks.
The dart. Yeah. So
it's not the dartboard, but it's the Velcro board.
I don't know. I just know that's the dartboard.
All right.
So we understand that, and I hope we do, because if we don't, we just walk down the fucking grocery store and understand that people can make the same thing and it's not a problem, right? We can have the same materials, we can have the same things, and it's not a problem because everyone wants access to something that pertains to them, right? So I can honestly tell you guys, I've only seen like 2 episodes of Red Table Talk. I haven't seen Taraji's, but I did watch Kevin's. And the thing with those shows is that everyone's giving you something different. You know what I mean? Like everyone is obviously on the same creative wavelength as far as, hey, this is something that we need. Hey, this is something that we should discuss, right? And being transparent and open is literally a part of us beginning to break, a lot of these curses and traumas that we've experienced the last 400 years. So when I see celebrities doing it, I don't think that is bad. I think that, good for you, because I think it's definitely about time that celebrities use their platform and actually do something
and shed light for somebody else.
Yeah, like do something different. Because
so what's your question? Because I see you making points and connecting the dots. What's your question?
So my question. So do you think these celebrities are being greedy when it comes to picking up these smaller sources of income?
No. The way I see it, right, it's just like, I launched a skincare line, 1111skin.com. I launched a skincare line. Cool, whatever. I know in my personal friends group and my friends' group, I know about several other Black women, several other Black men that also have natural skincare lines. Is that going to stop me from doing anything? No. I know that they're celebrities. They already have a platform and that's all good. But what's going to stop you from where we are right now as we're building a platform, as we're sitting here talking on 8 different cameras, because I don't know where to look. So 9, 10, 11 different cameras on 19 different platforms across the board. Just because Jada got her Red Table Talk, Taraji, because people said Taraji bit off of Jada. You know what I'm saying? People said Kevin bit off of Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
I don't even think that even makes sense.
Listen, I did. When you scroll and you see something, you go, what the?
Kevin bit who?
No, when you
Mike
think about
Tyson
it,
is the only biters
around. But when you think about, it's like cool because they are celebs. I think some people are like, oh, you're just trying to create an latent revenue. First of all, yeah. Why is that so wrong? We're trying to create lanes of revenue. The only difference is we're on different plateaus of income or revenue, and it feels like as a little person, oh, shame on you for doing what you're doing up there. No, nigga, keep doing that. You're gonna get my streams the same way. At some point, Jada might see these streams. Taraji might see these streams. Like, yo, I relate to those 3 Black women. I'm not concerned about that, and I don't think that the other part of it. No one wants to remember this. Celebrities are people too. Just because you have money, with families, with personalities, with problems, with depression, with whatever. just because you're sitting here as a celebrity coming up with this, who's to say that this wasn't in the back of your head? How do you know that the thing that didn't project Kevin Hart, which was stand up, cool, but what if in Kevin Hart's at some point in the middle of middle age, he was like, yo, to be honest with you, I didn't think stand up was gonna get me this far. I always wanted to do this low key anyways. So now he's fulfilling that. So we're gonna chastise the rich for being rich. I'm not chastising the rich for being rich, and how they continue to generate and create revenue for themselves and wealth and generational wealth. It's not about being rich, because I want people to understand being rich and being wealthy are two different things. So them creating capital, them creating more revenue, them building residual income for themselves. It's not just so that they can say, "Oh, I'm rich, bitch. I'm a real big timer." It's so that they can, but it's just so that they can, you know what I'm saying? They're doing the same things that we're trying to do for our families, the same thing that we're trying to do. Right. So I see no difference in the lane. I think when it was happening during the Panasonic, I refuse to call it a panoramic or whatever. I think the things that happened during those times, it was a reflection of classes in America. It reflected how broke and how hard and how difficult it was for people who were experiencing it in real time, people who were losing their jobs, people who did not have backup plans, people who didn't have income available, not to dispose, but to invest in other things to help them generate more income. So it did make you feel like, shame on that celebrity. I didn't feel that way. I felt like, yo, listen, crazy as it is, as much as what's going on, now would be the time more than ever for me to invest in myself and try to figure it out from the dirt. And maybe, and I understand that emotions hit differently, motivation hits differently, because some people were really, truly firsthand affected by that shit. So I understand that motivation and those things did not come the same, but no one wants to hear this. At the end of the day, it's not that, because you know that audio clip that's going around that says nobody cares. I don't think it's that nobody cares, but I think that people forget you have the same amount of time in a day, and you got to figure out how to plant these seeds and how to. You just gotta stay consistent, even if it's one little thing in the day. Keep picking at that thing. Keep doing that thing. Do not give up on yourself. Like, keep doing it. And the celebrities are doing the same thing.
And I think what we forget to look at is.
Let me drink something.
Go ahead, girl.
Please.
We focus on the celebrities, but we don't even look at the smaller people who made it big during the pandemic. I like to look at Kendall. Kendall has his own talk show.
Yes.
He has his own talk show. When he started, he was making not random, because I watched every one of them videos. He did recap videos. Yes. He did recap videos on Love and Hip Hop and things like that. And he was consistent. And I think that's what we're forgetting with all of this. The reason why Taraji P, Jada Pinkett, and Kevin Hart, because those are the names we name. The reason why they hit it off and we're just like, because they're consistent. They seen a lane and they said, I'm going to fill up my gas tank and jump right there. And that's it.
What are we doing? Man, we'll take that. Because every time you drag us out on a Thursday night.
Because I feel like, and I'm not saying this is for everyone in our generation and in our age group, but I think a lot of us want that ultimate and that quick gratification. Yeah. We want instant success. And they don't I don't know if y'all know this, but Kevin Hart, that little man has been working for some years.
Why you gotta
because let's really think about. Does anyone gotta do it? Because he's been working for years. The same thing with Taraji. Her first high-level paying role was a movie that we all dogged and trashed.
But Tyler Perry gave her another black man who has the platform to do so. Gave another black.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. Then as celebrities. Don't take away their celebrity. Look at them as people who stuck to their grind to get where they are. And I feel like we came into this pandemic and everyone's like, I want to do this. Mm-hmm. But I want everyone else to sit down so I can get to where I need to get to. And you can't look at it like that. Just think, you know what it is? You got your hand in other people's pot while yours is catching on the stove. Like, pay attention to your pot.
Mind your business.
Because if you focus on what you got going on, you can't worry about what everyone else is doing.
I didn't want to be the one to say, I got in trouble in high school. I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't think celebrities are being greedy. Because then I have to also think about Kevin Hart, who put.
The lady I told him mind her business, I want to say it. No. Nadia Beck, still mind your business. Mm-hmm. If you watch it, mind your business. Sorry.
I just want
I'm not
to
sorry.
reflect that Kevin Hart has also put other,
People on.
B-list celebrities on. Like, you get what I mean? The 85 South Show,
Yeah.
big right now. And they got their income off of touring. They weren't able to tour for a year and a half. So they went the YouTube podcasting route.
But you know what I also think?
Excuse me.
I think we're coming to terms with the fact that we're the only ones who could bring each other up. After years and years and years of crab in the barrel mentality,
Ooh.
I think this pandemic has
And
definitely
all right,
hit.
thank you so much for the live. I'm just gonna log us all
But after years of that mentality and after seeing, how far we can get if we just stick to it and if we just stick with each other. Like Issa Rae is one of my favorite.
Yeah, I know that's my friend.
You.
I love her to.
When this comes across your
core.
desk, I will play any extra
Anything
in any show.
I'm in your DMs.
Whatever. I'll be the butler, the server, the help.
I'll be the blood to the grip.
You want a gangbang?
You gotta pay attention to the TV shows.
She want to be the dude.
What's wrong with you?
Remember, she got a blood on the show.
Do you have another question?
Like Issa Rae said, because this is one of my favorite interviews that she had,
right now.
where she mentioned that at this point, it's not even about climbing to the top.
It's
right?
about supporting everybody who's black. I'm rooting for everyone who's black. Except
Ain't no exception.
there's a few. I'm not lying. There's a few.
She mentioned that it's more so about. We are not saying that man's name.
Oh, all right. Oh, come back on the camera, Miss Jamaica. Come back, please.
What does that have to do with anything? What?
Because y'all said no. Everybody who's black. Oh, you.
You know I ain't rooting.
We are not
There's a
speaking.
minor exception.
But here's the thing.
I'm
I'ma
not
still
mad
pray for
on
him.
this
I'ma still
show.
pray for that man.
I didn't say I wouldn't pray for him.
So when I pray for you, I'm rooting for your heal.
I think God already knows
That was
what
the most
is needed, and I don't need to waste my
Christian-like
prayers.
Amen.
on
God is
someone
good
else.
all the time, and all the time God is good.
And
do you
that's
have
that.
another?
So, like I was saying, instead of us climbing to the top and trying to reach people at the top, it's more so about being with the people who are surrounded in your circle, like utilizing the people who have the craft, who have the talent, who have that thing that you're looking for your business. Because I'll be the first to say, if I do not outsource, my life is a hell, and they know it. Like if I don't give tasks to somebody else to do, other than what I know that I can do.
I've been to talk to you about those
You ain't gotta talk to me
tasks
right
you're
now.
giving people to do.
Business hours, not it right now.
She said in the beginning of the video, she ain't got no business. That's what she said.
I call it business hours when I want. But no, like just being able to utilize your peers. Those are the people who are going to be at the top with you. Those are the people who are going to be, because the people at the top are going to go.
And I think what we also got to do is, as a people, as a community, as a group, we have to stop looking at everyone as competition. You're your own competition. If you continue to look at everyone else as competition, you are your own.
If you don't keep your eyes on your damn plate,
someone's going to
steal your food, okay? And then you're going to be mad and hungry.
It cannot always. No, I'm just joking.
I was going to say, come on, Tamara Angelo. Come on, Tamara Angelo.
There is a place within us all that aches for home.
And I too.
But yes, that being one of the main things. So my next question, do you guys think we are truly supportive of one another if we're worried about each other's pockets? Like
No.
if we all...
No.
If you need to be concerned about how much or what someone else is doing, whether they're in the same field as you or not, are you truly being supportive?
You know,
How can
go ahead.
I was gonna say,
Anybody.
how can I be supportive of you if I'm comparing my earnings to yours? How can I truly support you? Because how is it gonna work? I'm either going to talk down on you for I'm either going to and I don't want to say look down. I'm either going to question why you're making less than me or why you're making more than me, which is still bringing distraction to what I need to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't focus on what you got going on. I need to focus on what I got going on. Because if I can put all my focus into you, who's paying attention to me?
I think that no, we can't. No, we can't be supportive of each other if we're too busy worrying about the compensation aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I think that worrying about one another is in itself a means of support, but you'd have to take away
compensation.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can be worried about I had people that were worried about me in terms of just becoming an entrepreneur
and well-being.
I have people that were worried about me, not because they were projecting their fears into me, not because they didn't want to see me succeed, but because it was unfamiliar to them. Mm-hmm. So they just wanted to know where I was going to be in my well-being. But I think the better objective is to just know that I'm an adult and I'm going to do what I need to. I'm going to do what I need to do. Not so much what I want.
And you do what you can.
All right. And let the church say.
Amen.
Not so much what I want. But yes, what I want. But not ignorantly. But more so what I feel is aligned with me. And I think that we would do each other. The short answer is no. We can't be supportive of one another if we're worried about it in terms of compensation. No. But the long other side of the answer is yes, we can, but you have to reserve some of your worry for yourself. You have to reserve some. You can't sit here and spend all your time being concerned about what everybody else is doing. You have to reserve some of that. It's good intention to be like, well, I'm just checking in because, I saw XYZ. I wanted to share this with you. But hey, listen, I trust you. I believe in you. I support you. And you need to leave it at that and go on about your way and go continue to do what you need to do for yourself.
Amen. That's it.
And that's it.
And I think the one thing that we forget,
but if you in my pockets, that's the same as worrying about my business. And
No,
I don't like that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I think you're gonna take my cup. That's
Look,
my cup.
don't worry about it.
I'm like,
sorry.
That's my purse. But I think,
sorry, y'all.
I think, one of the things that we
run out of
forget.
wine, we run out of time.
That's a very true statement.
I got Remy.
Are we celebrating?
No, I
can't argue with you.
I could have dropped my behind back on home.
That's what I'm
No.
trying to figure out. Why would you?
Anyway,
I just want to throw it out there.
What I was gonna say
it seemed
before,
good in the moment.
No, it didn't.
Before I opened the bottle of vodka.
none of it seemed good. Put it back. Okay. Anyways, I think one of the main things that we forget is that it really costs nothing to support each other. Like you don't even have to. You don't have to do nothing.
Good night.
Like it don't cost you no money. I mean, it don't have to cost you no money. Like if you're not buying 1111 skin, you share it.
You should be buying it though.
You should be buying it.
I see them ashy ankles.
But if you're not, and you
Get
shared it,
elbows
I
right.
Share it
appreciate
to
that.
somebody else who got ashy ankles.
Just put it in there. Put it in the stocking stuff. Don't even say nothing.
There's no
Don't
need
say
to target people.
Target them.
Because I don't know your status.
Your
I don't
knuckles
know.
might be ashy.
I don't know the person
Here.
who's actual status, but I just know that it costs, like you said, it costs nothing to share. It costs nothing to like. It costs nothing to
subscribe.
put on your
Right.
stories. It
Like,
costs
you
nothing
don't
to tell a friend, like, yo, I didn't get paid this week, but
If you don't enjoy the content, if you don't enjoy, what it is that's being sold to you,
we should remember the golden rule.
But
send it to somebody who might.
But I also want us to remember one thing, and I've seen this a lot last year and this year. As entrepreneurs, and I'm not speaking on me, I'm speaking as a consumer because I am not an entrepreneur.
So the person with 70 jobs. Okay.
And 2 phones.
You
One
cannot.
for Aria, one for the home.
You cannot be mad.
Ooh.
I see a lot of people online like, my friends don't support my business. My friends don't
And
report my
that's your target
business.
audience. Get over it.
And they wonder why I'm not successful.
First of all, let's turn that tidy violin off because
You got to get out of that mindset. And I think that's why I said and I'm not going to say this is all people, but a lot of our generation, we wait for someone to give us something. And it's just like, stop.
Oh, you put
I'm
your
still waiting for
degrees in your pocket tonight.
I did.
Ooh.
But
Your ancestors didn't wait for it. Full hand
Your
up.
ancestors didn't get a chance to take breaks and have mental days, and you know what?
That's another thing.
That's another thing.
That's another thing, but that's very important because yes, I do. But that's very important because I need us to understand one major thing as entrepreneurs that rest is okay. Rest is okay, all right?
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Rest is okay.
Rest is okay because I'm asleep when I'm dead.
Out of 9 to 5, you get off at 5. No, unless you go doing extra shit and you have
I'm gonna be honest with you, 9 to 5.
It's not always 9 to 5.
It's
Majority
not,
of the 9 to 5. And this is the thing, majority of the 9 to 5.
I clock out at 5 o'clock.
Because you are an entrepreneur. So you clock
before
out.
I was an entrepreneur. My shift ends at 5 o'clock. The only reason I was able to develop something after 5 o'clock is because I clocked out at that.
Well,
I'm not giving extra time.
You are a rare beauty.
I'm not giving extra time. I'm not doing nothing extra unless I need it. Unless it's for my benefit. So, because one thing that we all understand now, not me.
But the fact, she be like, you want to ride home tonight or not? Like, what time am I gonna be like? In 6 minutes?
Right now, let's go. You've been out. Why are you still here? I don't, not to say I don't, but like, I don't really care to give corporations my extra time that I could be investing in myself I'm choosing.
Well, now I know.
Another business and not to generate new income. No, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna watch my shows and I'm gonna rest.
And I will speak for those of us who enjoy our 9 to 5s and who enjoy working hard and working the extra hours to make sure we complete the task.
Now, what do you do if you enjoy 9 to 5?
I'm in corporate banking and I enjoy it very much.
I tried that. I hated it.
That's the thing. And this is why I want to. And this is the thing.
You know, when I worked for the aquarium, I truly enjoyed my 9 to 5. It was very aquatic. It was very scenic. It was beautiful.
I'm just saying, remember to take your rest.
That took me. Like,
it was fantastic. I had no problem. I was 16, but I had no problem.
She didn't have no rent, nothing.
I had rent. You didn't know what I was doing at 16. I had rent. Yeah, I did.
Remember to take your rest.
You got now? Oh.
Remember to take your rest regardless.
Like what I had when I moved out the first time.
If you are a stay-at-home mom, take your rest. If you are an entrepreneur, take your rest.
Black, take your rest.
Take your rest.
Please.
Remember, if you Black, if you're Hispanic, if you are clear people, take your rest. Everyone. I'm speaking as a whole. 2020 was hard on everybody.
Can we pause lives?
No.
And have a sidebar?
Everybody take your rest because all lives mattered rest because rest. You not
moving along. Moving along.
Are you down?
She's down.
She's down.
Why not though?
Do you want me to take that back? Because I don't take it back. Everyone needs some sleep.
You know what?
We all do, because this is the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right, they got sleep.
America, I'm back.
They got sleep.
All right, you know what? To devil's advocate, Kamaya. Yes, take your rest when necessary.
That's it. That's all I'm saying is take your rest.
Because
Black folks, take your rest.
As necessary.
Because here's the thing.
You've worked hard enough. Your ancestors worked hard enough. Your mama probably still working. Just take your rest.
Have we any last questions while we wrap this up?
I have plenty.
We did say plenty. You said last.
You said plenty.
You said last.
So yeah, Kamaya over here talking crazy.
I just told everyone to get some sleep.
America, I laid out on my runner. I laid out on my
kitchen. I was about to join her, except
my glass and my thing.
I just want everyone to get some sleep. That's it. Because when you get sleep, this is the thing. What people don't realize.
You know why Kamaya wants you to get sleep? Because that's a sleep fearing. That's a sleep fearing woman. Let me tell you something. Maya don't give a damn what you doing. She don't give a damn what at whatever time her body says it's time to go.
What I'm
You
about
remember
to do.
in The Color Purple when
No.
Yeah,
when he closed the piano and said time to go.
There
That's to my body when it's
time to go. Quiet as this cat. I'm ready to go to bed right now. Like,
Anyways, moving on to the next question, guys, because I
this
just want
one,
to end
Marley
this
made me
off.
creative director.
that was spicy. It went down.
There will always be competition, guys.
There will
Right?
be.
There
Yeah.
will always be competition. I don't know.
Can
if-
I ask? Can I interject? Does it have to be competition?
It don't.
No.
So there will always be others.
Others.
There will
Because the
always-
only person who should be your competition is you. We said it before and I'm going to say it again. You are your competition. That's it. You
Except
think?
the person next to you that done threw you off the shelf.
Listen, Wendy
Not
Williams.
because you didn't want to put in the work.
You ready?
No. Listen.
Did Oprah
There
think
will
she had
always-
competition?
Oprah
Did Oprah
created
think
her
she?
own lane.
But
There's
before-
a difference. There's a difference now because when you create your own lane,
Did Oprah create?
She was on.
She did.
She was on the air with Ricky Lake. She was on it.
She was, but
with
she
Jenny.
was-
What's her name?
Jenny
Jenny.
Jones.
but what
Jenny
she
Jones.
was doing was different.
Was it different?
Yes. Did you have other black women on air? Who you had?
Black women with that.
No,
did
But how
you-
was it different?
But
She was
you
the only.
did have Montel Jordan.
Exactly. So she didn't create her
We're
own
not-
lane. She had to fight to get in that lane.
Okay.
And once she got
So
to where
do a
she
lot of other
needed
people.
to get,
I think.
But that's
I
how
think,
it starts.
I
That's
think
how
she
it
just
starts.
got a chance to. No lie. I think it's because that's to me.
you know, Oprah, my auntie.
Well, because to
She
me
was
that
too.
mindset is still a competitive thing, and
is.
honestly, I feel like it doesn't. It's like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever, cool. She fought to get into those lanes. When she got in there, she did her own thing, and that's it.
But
I don't say
where,
you create. I don't think you created a
but
whole
this
damn
is where
lane
I
on
get
the
no
highway.
competition from, because Oprah said it herself. If I focused on what everyone else was doing, I would not be able to create my brand.
Because she created her own lane.
She didn't focus on any other competition.
Because she was in her own lane. So her competition were not like her.
She had an exit on the highway, and nothing was.
Her competition was not like her. And I think we like to like
And it's the
It's
old
not
exits
that-
before they changed the mobile. You live in Boston.
it's
43 to be specific. It's like Brockton.
And at the very bottom, it
I don't
says
even know.
used to be.
Real tiny. Like how
I'm supposed to see that.
Used to be.
GPS.
GPS won't say it as I'm
GPS just as
get on the
confused
thing.
as I am.
Whatever. But I
GPS
think
would go
we
back.
like to see competition
In the bottom.
in a negative light, and I hate that because competition can be good. Like what the hell?
Competition can be healthy.
If you
Competition
have-
builds character, because I don't want no participation trophy.
Facts.
Ooh.
But
I want the
competition-
ribbon.
Look at me contradicting myself. I said ain't no
Yeah.
competition, but I don't want no.
she sure is.
Cause that, but you want to know why?
She said.
She said, but now.
But you want to know why?
Ribbon.
Because I always win. Because I always win.
Okay. Is that because you're in your own lane, or is that because you're in
No,
a lane
'cause I
that
take
doesn't
over your
require
lane.
you to compete?
No, I take over your lane.
Not my lane.
I take over every lane.
Not my lane.
I'm a Jamaican woman. I take over.
And I'm a Haitian woman, so,
And you hit.
so we just want to be going at it.
First of all,
Not in this lane.
I don't know. I don't know what this merge lane is, but clearly I'm an HOV.
You don't even got nobody there.
First of all, you don't know who I got. All right.
Tamara said, look at my
Tamara said, I'm
bitches
calling.
out.
I'm an HOV over here because I
But
don't know
no,
about none of that
I think
stuff.
we need to understand that competition is not
You see
always a
that,
bad
but you
thing.
see what we just witnessed. That's on some real shit.
That's what y'all be doing.
If we weren't friends that supported each other on some real shit, that be the stuff that really do happen. I mean, I don't want. Respectfully, I don't want to be like you.
And the thing
I
is,
can support you.
and you want to know why
and
we can
see
joke
you
like that?
in
Because
good nature and not feel like you are a threat to me. Because competition, I feel like
You gonna put your hand on my nose?
I feel like competition breeds this idea of like being conniving or backstabbing or having to throw people under the bus. And
Yeah.
it really doesn't have to
It
be like
doesn't.
that. There's such a thing as being a good sport. There's such a thing as being like, and honestly, I really don't. I
What
could
does it hurt?
I could be naive, but I really don't think there needs to be. If you, like you said, if you focus on your game plan, if you focus on what you're doing over here, I have no mindset and I have no idea about what the competition looks like. I can
So maybe-
respectfully see competitors. I can respectfully see similar lanes.
because
and
I
be
was going
like,
to say,
I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. But what does that have to do with me?
so maybe it could be, maybe we should and I'm not saying we because none of us suffer from this, but maybe what others should do.
Well, shit, y'all did. Y'all just crashing.
No, it was junket.
On 95.
But that's the thing.
It was a quick merge. It
I'm
was,
an
it was
Asian.
one of those merges where you get right on.
Y'all know what
Yeah.
y'all was doing? Y'all in true Bostonian nature. Y'all was trying to cut each other off. Like,
It's
I'm on the phone cruising like, do you see, this is why I don't drive over there.
But what I was saying is maybe we should look at it as positive competition. Don't look at somebody else with ways of taking them down.
Listen,
But maybe like, this is what they're doing. I'm happy for where they're at.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and tell you it's positive competition. Competition is fucking competition. You just said you don't want no fucking ribbon.
What
you don't
about
want a ribbon,
But
right?
if it doesn't, maybe it doesn't need to be competition. Maybe it just needs to be motivation. Like, yo, I see what they're doing.
Your
over there.
competitors
I
should
like
motivate
that.
you. Yes.
No, it's fine.
Yes, because you need to.
No, I
In
say the
business-
reason why I say no all the time is because if your competitor is doing conniving shit, low down shit, if your competitor is doing cheap shit,
Is that motivation?
if your competitor is doing cheap shit, if your competitor is doing shit that's
has
getting
nothing to
over
do
on
with
people,
you.
yo, but that's still your competitor because he's gaining more people, he's doing whatever. I don't care what you're doing over there, buddy. I don't care what you ripping off over there. I don't care how much money you're bringing in. If you're not living good, if you're not doing anything proper and well, why would you're not my competition? I can see what you're doing over there and go, wow, good for you. You got those numbers, how you got them, but I'm over here.
I just asked Marley how she felt about if a white woman came out with a show similar to her name. She said that would never happen.
Honestly, fuck that. You sent us the bottle. What was it? White girl rose,
I don't want to talk about it.
black girl magic.
That's appropriation. That ain't competition. That's appropriation.
It's competition because
No.
guess who-
All right. So what's the last question? What's the last question? Because
what
she just shut us
happens
all up. She
what
just shut us
happens
all up.
is
She proved her point.
competition
To
is
me, she did. 'Cause
no,
that's
competition is
and I like
competition.
it.
And it's not even to say that
I do.
it is appropriating. It is appropriating. It is taking something that already belongs to a group of people, which is what that group of people do, which is why they don't need no goddamn rust. So for me, I think that when we speak on competition, when we speak on people who are doing the same things as us, our competitors should definitely be our motivators, because the people that are doing the things that the numbers that we want to hit, the things that we want, where we want to be, we should be having a piece of something to aspire for.
But I aspire
true-
for things without looking at what anybody else is doing over
But you
there.
understand that what you want is attainable because
But I
someone
don't
else
know-
got it.
a fact, but I don't know how you got it.
And
So-
you don't have to know how they got it because your work ethic may not be like their work ethic. The tools and resources
which
that
is
they
why
have may not
I
be the same
continue to
thing.
not be worried about. I can respect you and go, wow, that's dope. And you inspired me. You inspired me. But that doesn't mean that I have to now compete.
But you want to know what's funny?
It doesn't
You
mean
wanna know
that
what's
for
funny?
you. It means that for your consumers.
And I was gonna
You
say,
don't even have to feel like that's your
your
competition
consumer-
because, like I said, I don't feel like
My
I'm in a
consumer-
competition with
As
Taraji.
a consumer, I don't feel I'm in competitive. If I buy a honey pot today at L Brand tomorrow for my cooch on a period, it don't mean nothing to me. It don't mean nothing to me. It don't mean nothing to me. It means this week honey pot works for me, and next week regular works.
And
for
I
me.
was gonna say at the end of the day,
Both times I supported a organic, healthy, holistic brand.
at the end of
One
the
was black, and I don't know who the others is.
at the end of the day, competition is good for the economy
It is.
because the more
I think variety
And you know what's
is good for
crazy?
the economy.
competition,
We
is
like to
good, 'cause
think
this
that
is the thing.
people-
If you had everything
Y'all
out
take
there,
y'all hard foot West Indian asses over there, then, because this soft
Heavy
foot West
foot.
Indian,
I'm happy for this.
this soft foot West Indian don't feel that way.
But
And
Because-
even so, quick example, and then we can switch to the next question. Remember when Kanye and 50 Cent went at it?
that is a
Competition.
terrible-
No,
that is very
competition.
terrible.
That is a competition with two people in the same lane who can do the same
Why
numbers.
do you say Brandy versus Monica?
It doesn't matter. We've seen competition in the same lane. We've seen people use
Now,
competition
may
to
I
their
ask
benefit.
you? May I ask you one thing? Was
No.
it always? Well, I'm gonna ask you. Was it
I'm asking you.
was it competition because they felt that way, or was it competition because once they put it out there for consumership, they ripped that?
That's
It's competition.
That's how it becomes.
You want to know why it was competition?
Because
it was competition
consumers-
because both of their target
Because
audience
marketing-
consumers
Marketing.
knew
What's that?
that they would have to
Analytics and what?
choose
Was it
between
marketing?
one of their artists. They would
So
either be
wait,
choosing to
so
buy
wait,
all
Is that
50
marketing?
Cent.
So wait, here it is.
You
Here
said
it is.
marketing?
Here
It's
it
not
is.
just marketing
So
because
marketing-
how
I
often,
want you
how
to-
much promo did they do for that?
So here's
You
the
don't
thing.
need much
When you,
promo.
I'm about
When
to
you're
say, when
talking
you marketing, you
marketing,
don't have to. You do what you want when you pop it.
you can, but so can we. So can we. If
Which is
with the
why I
amount
ain't
of
in
followings
competition
that-
with nobody.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, with the amount of followings that we have individually, right? We know that we have our target audience. We know we have consumers who will consume our shit, right? Then we have our competition who may also consume that shit. Just because your consumer likes you doesn't mean they just like you.
Of course not. You'd
So
be naive
now-
to think that. But
so
I
now-
don't think it has to be that's what I'm saying. As a consumer, it's easy for me to respectively like this from this brand.
But
Consumerism is
now
a
you
melting
also
pot,
know that this is what your competition brings, right?
And that's what's
This
up.
is what you
But what
now
if that's
have to bring,
against my
because
morals? What if
if
that's
you bring
against
the
my
same thing,
my business? What if that's against your business model? What if that's against your morals? What if you
then
don't want to do?
that is your business, right? But because both of you would bring the same thing in retrospect, right? To your consumer, you bring the same thing. You bring hip hop music.
We don't,
You bring hip hop music.
because 50 Cent is a different type of breed.
Handsome man.
And now you can't
But
lie
yes,
about that.
No, but so is fucking Gemini ass Kanye.
What's your last
So
question?
would you?
What's your last question?
Don't attack my.
What's
You
your
don't
last
want to do
question?
this because you already know where I stand with Kanye.
What
Is he a
is
nut? Yes.
what
Is it crazy? Yes. Does it make no
What
sense?
is the last?
No. But do I stand beside him?
Stick beside him.
Sometimes.
What's
Stick
the last
beside him.
question?
I'll be adjacent.
I would
I'll be
say
beside him.
because
What's that next?
we look.
Y'all about to
We
argue
look
about
at
some
competition.
toxic ass men, like-
I love me.
Yeah, I know. Y'all about to
Well,
argue about some
Damn.
toxic
When we
ass
look at
men.
competition,
Y'all
we're
close.
not looking. I'm gonna end it off by saying we're not looking at it in the right way. The people who are
You can't tell
competing,
me.
the people who are competing, who have the advantage that they have, they know what the hell that they're doing. If you market and you're consistent and you strategize and you know what your competition is bringing, then you know where to accommodate your consumer, which means now I can also buy from you, but I know what it is that I bring, and this is why my consumers come to me. It's not competition in the sense of, oh, nah, you don't need to be buying from them. It's competition as in, nah, she got good shit and I got good shit. If you want to buy my shit, buy my shit.
But again, why is that competition?
It's-
Maybe I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around the word competition because for the most part, competition has a negative connotation.
Exactly, and that's what we want to get rid of. We want to get
Well,
rid
why
of
you
that.
didn't start off with that? Because
I
you got to
haven't
sit
said
there
it.
going
I
back and
haven't
forth
said
for a smooth 17
I
minutes.
just said it.
You didn't. You didn't.
Moving along.
Closure.
Why do you believe?
Close your life.
This is the last question, guys. We done got crazy on
I
here,
done drank
y'all.
all the. Give me this. Everybody come to see you out.
What do you
Martin should have
believe?
won selling the records.
I am saying
It's really Kamaya's hair.
It's me in the dress. It's me in the dress. Right?
This bitch gonna say, "Come in your finest."
Okay. All right, so I'm about to pull up the creative director card. We got 10
No,
minutes.
that's not your role tonight.
We got 10
That's
minutes.
not your role.
We got 10 minutes, bitch.
We got fun.
All right. That 5 better end in 10. Let's go.
I gotta get my daughter. She's dope.
See, this is why we don't do lives with y'all. We gotta cut it down for y'all because we gonna
Let me
get
tell you
on
something.
here.
We need to go. Let's go.
Why do you believe?
Bye.
No, not yet. What do you believe is the reason that it's hard to pass down generational wealth and raise the average income in Black households? And if you're not aware, average income for the Black household is looking like less than $100.
It's like
Less than
in Massachusetts,
900.
it was $7 last
It was,
year. I
it was
believe.
$8.
It was 8. Yeah, it was
$8.
low.
That's the average, and that's bad.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. It stems for us. Generational wealth wasn't taught to us. If you look back, and this is a topic for another show that I'll probably make sure she pitches for later on in the season.
You are going to read.
But you talk about generational wealth. In order for you to have generational wealth, you need to be created. It needed to be created generations before you. So how can you?
a generation before you?
No, generations.
It can be.
It could be a generation before you.
generation.
Because your generation would carry it.
Ideally, it would
It's
be
your
generations.
generation. 'Cause I'm thinking-
ideally,
I'm
but
thinking
it
about
can
us
be.
right now.
Of
So
course.
you would
us
be
right now would be
Of
the ones
course.
who started.
right.
And then it would be.
But it's hard
can
for
only
us
be
to start it.
generational if
But here it
someone
is.
else
It's
upholds
hard
it.
for us to start it right now. If we look at it technically, we are cleaning up what the past generations did. And this might not be all of us, but majority of us are cleaning up what past generations left behind. So how can you create generational wealth when you are picking up the slack from somebody else?
I'm not.
Because
You know why? Because this piece belongs to me and those after me. And I know it sounds bad to say it like that, but I've spoken to my mom about purchasing property because that's one thing that I really want us to do as a family, right? And of course, you know, old
If you
people,
are watching this, Mom, Jacqueline, I'm
she
letting
already
you.
told me what it was. She said,
put that woman's name on it.
right, you just gonna tell my mama name? she gonna come looking for you. Anyways, but no, if we think
You
about
gonna
it,
get
like
more
I told her that what our plan
No,
was
dude.
as a family, and
What did you
she's
say?
like,
In the accent.
I don't need that. I said, but we do. It's not for you anymore. And she said that. She's like, I don't need that because I'm not gonna be here much longer.
And
And
that's
at the
that
end of the
mindset.
day, yes, that's that mindset, but that's where you know this will only become a generational thing if I carry it. Whether my mom starts it or not, because we have homes, we have multiple homes in our family.
So I want you to realize
That belongs
you
to us.
are. So you are one of a rare breed.
Okay, so when we speak on generations can only be upheld if we are constantly, if the next generation upholds it.
Yeah.
Because that shit, your family could have had a lineage of houses and gold and all types of shit. Once it gets to you, you stop that shit. And now it's no longer
Right.
able to be passed down.
I'm just
Why do you
looking at it
feel
as
like-
it's hard for. Think about little Billy. Who?
Little Bill?
Listen. Think about little Bill,
Why you gotta go there?
who grew up
Why
in Roxbury,
Why he grew up in Roxbury?
and his mother had him in the brick buildings on Stephen
Oh,
Street,
God.
and he go to college.
Where you go?
And
Where you go? Where you go? Tell us.
Because he grew up on
Tell
Maple Street. You're talking about
Tell us.
Steven. If you
Then he
talking about
gonna
my
make
nigga,
a
just
hell
say
of
that.
character.
We got 4 minutes.
Just say Steven.
Where
If you
you
talking
go?
about my nigga, just say that.
I'm just saying.
Where Lil Bill go?
Lil-
Was it RCC or was it
No,
BHCC? What
no.
was it?
It was
Lil Bill actually.
Cambridge.
Lil Bill actually got into Boston College, but his mother didn't have no income, so he had to pay student loans in his name.
Okay.
So he acquires that debt.
Okay.
So before he can create his generational wealth, he has to clear up debt that his mother
Now this
couldn't
is
help
where
him with.
this is where this
Wait a
is
minute,
this
wait a
is the
minute.
part where I want us to break that.
Yes.
And that's why I said we have to learn how to break it. But if we don't have the tools to, how can we break it?
The thing about it is I feel like this is going to sound like, I don't know. People, we collectively, especially Black communities, assume or have this habit of saying we don't have the tools. How will we get the tools? How will we know? Yes, it is a, at this point, it is an unprecedented fact that we are at a disadvantage. That's a fact, understandably. But that doesn't mean that we can't find a way or a means. That doesn't mean that we still haven't gotten it. There's people out there who literally have absorbed hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt, got themselves out of it, and figured out the next plateau, figured out the next step. And honestly, there are those same people are turning around and being like, yo, I see you with the same issue. I'm here to help you. I'm here to put that in you. Also, I want to say that generational wealth is not limited to just your family. Because you can create generational wealth for a community. You can create generational wealth for
So I just wanted to
anything you want.
The question said why it was hard. I didn't say it couldn't be done. It's why it's hard.
And I'm answering
And that's why it's hard because
I'm answering the question
we don't
saying
have the resources.
we don't have the resources.
But we do.
But
I think we do. That's
We
the,
definitely have
that's
the
the thing about it. I think at this point in time, I think our generation, I think I can no longer, I don't feel qualified to use that as an excuse anymore. I could respect and understand where I came from.
Not
I can
with
respect
YouTube.
I can respect and understand.
I will always
Fuck the social media platforms. I'm talking about the
That's
fact
where they are all
that
the time.
I will always use it as an excuse because I am so, like the difference between you guys and me is when I went to high school, they did not teach us about college.
I didn't learn about college either in
But
high
listen,
school.
You're
what
on
I'm
the same
saying
age,
is,
first of all.
but listen, but what I'm
And I'm
saying
not too
is,
far behind.
but what I'm
do you
saying,
think they was teaching us?
but what I'm saying is,
How
a
to
lot of
taxes?
people don't have the people around them to
Can I
pass
say this
that
to you
stuff.
right now, though? That's no longer an excuse for you. You know
It's
why?
not.
Because you already went to college. You can't say you didn't.
No,
okay, cool,
I'm
you
not
didn't learn
saying
about
for
it.
me
but
necessarily,
it's
but
not
I'm not
about
saying it for me
But you just
necessarily
said
for other
I
people.
didn't learn that in high school. You said my disadvantage was I didn't learn that in high school. Okay,
But
high
someone
school
who
is not-
doesn't,
you have
have-
19 degrees, ma'am.
but I'm just so we're missing the point. What I'm saying is
I will
other
end this
people.
off.
Let's end it.
I will end it
because-
off. Please.
You wanna get dicey here now. Now you don't woke me up. Unleash the dragon.
All right. No. So I get what you're saying, Kamaya, as far as the resources not being available to you in that time. And I understand what you mean, Tamara, because now the resources are available. Now we don't have the excuses. Now we can't say that we can't do these things because we're literally watching it happen day by day.
But what you
It's up to you.
And
I don't care. You don't know how many self-help books I have. If I don't apply them motherfuckers to my actual life, if I don't do something with those self-help books, then they mean nothing.
And
It means nothing. Getting all the resources put in front of you, having the access to the tools and the people and all that shit means nothing if you do nothing with
And
it.
I want y'all to know, y'all are beautiful, and y'all are beautiful, and y'all are amazing women. But there are still some people who turn on the TV and see turmoil and turn it back off and say, "I don't want to try."
And that's their business.
But
and
that's-
that's why you remain stuck.
And that's why
And
it's
that's-
hard for our
No,
community.
but here's
No,
the thing.
that is
I'm not
personal
opting
excuse.
out of helping those people. I'm not opting out of.
I can't help you more than you can help yourself.
But see, this is similar to the. No, I'm gonna leave that alone.
I can't.
all right.
Because when I said you asked the question about Black people all getting on the same accord, and when I said I can't help those people, you said we got to go back.
What she said?
But
But what?
that's fine.
You know what? Second live next week. Good night. Because
It won't be me. It'll be,
Our new host.
and she'll be a little bit more. She'll shut these hoes up.
No, she won't.
No, she won't.
Respectfully, I love you, girl, but no, you won't. No, you won't.
She might have more to say.
She will. I
I'm
can't wait.
gonna just
She
say,
mature.
at the end of the day, the seat at the table belongs to whoever wants to sit at the table.
Bring your wicker chair. Bring your plastic chair.
As long
Bring your
as
folding
you are.
chair.
My
Stand.
thing is, listen. My thing is, you don't work, you don't eat. I don't care how anybody
I mean,
looks at
sometimes
that.
I don't work and I still eat.
That's
That's
good.
a fact.
That's cool. That's cool. Somebody else has to do the work though.
I mean,
That's cool.
did you
But-
have to or did you choose to?
Everybody got to do something.
I
to
heard.
eat. Anyways, there's a seat at the table for everybody.
Thank you.
At the end of the day.
We won't.
It's how you choose to utilize the resources that you have, motivation that you choose to take, which because